welcome to you who may be joining us online in YouTube world. My name is Mark Rooney along with Sean McCormick on video. So happy to welcome you in. A warm welcome on a cool Saturday night. The action is going to be hot here between these two provincial rivals. Eastern Dukes hosting the Western Rebels. We're ready for action very shortly. Starting lineup for your Eastern Dukes. Number 16, Connor Morrison. Number 19, Beckett Quinn.
Sean, make sure you follow.
Number 2, Keenan McClellan. Number 23, Carson Pierce. Number 15, Hugh McDonald. And in the goal, number 29, Matthew Rooney. At this time, if you are able, we would invite you to please stand as we have O Canada. Set to go. And as you can hear the boxing ring bell go round 1, but this is round 3, in fact, of the 8-game season series between these two teams who will not want to give an inch tonight. More than anything, first place is on the line. The Dukes with 37 points, the Rebels with 36 points. Good for first and tied for second in the league. And in case you wanted more, you're going to get it tomorrow, 12 noon in Tyne Valley. We'll be broadcasting from there as well. So the home and home series, here we go. Pierce finds Quinn in his skates. Hugh McDonald's going to collect that puck with Hutt on top of him. Kept back in by Otway. McLernan dangerously in front of his net, but cleared out. No harm came from that. Connor Morrison, who's been on a bit of a heater. Morrison pushes through. McLernan shot right on. Sam Morash, starting goaltender for the Rebels, had to be sharp early. Matthew Rooney gets the nod in the Duke's goal. So quick release from McLernan right on, and Morash has the pad ready to go. Pierce sees McDonald. That's tipped high and into neutral ice. Joe Arsenault tipping that ahead. Rebels are offside temporarily. Sigsworth, who's had himself a good season, he's banged into the Dukes bench. Now Connor Arsenault had a step there on Phillips. Phillips regains possession. Behind their goal, Rebels D pass it back and forth. And now out is Corbett. Corbett rings that around. Sigsworth's there. He's met by Green. So some heavy hits, as you may expect early on. As I said, nobody wants to give an inch. Arsenault with the shot. Naz looking for the rebound is Hunter. Morash easily up to the test early on. Breaking out is Gamble. Onto the stick, turned over and neutralized by Chaffee. First in for the Duke, Silvaggio. Into the mid of Gamble. He's joined by AP Jack McDonald. Gamble with a move on Pierce. And Bowering there to lend some defensive support. Up the boards, can Hartman get there? Not quite. Now that's wrapped around, trying to backhand that out, and Pierce will take over. Hartman's going to have to race Jack Gallant. Gallant gets there first. Centering attempt collected by Bowering. Back to Pierce. And out comes Moore trying to find Silvaggio. He's on. Oh, he's offside. The referee right on the connecting point there. Good try by Moore to connect with Silvaggio. And when, as I say the name Moore, a warm welcome this evening to Ron and Jackie Moore, Liam's grandparents who are watching, listening this evening, as well as Aunt Jan out in BC, the Kennedys who may be in the warmer climes of Houston, Texas. And Colin McCormick's grandmother as well, Jane, a warm welcome to you this evening. We have our faithful followers and listeners, and we're buoyed by your support. We really know you're with us. Now Green's going to have to hustle. It's a scramble for it. Good hustle by Green. Caught up in the official as well, Danny Collins. Now there's a shot in. Scores! Sharp angle shot. And somehow that's through on Rooney, and the Rebels will take a 1-0 lead over the shoulder of Rooney. We'll get the goal scorer in a moment. Jet Mills. So great shot by Mills over the shoulder of Rooney. And the Rebels draw first blood. Rebels goal scored by number 91, Jet Mills. Assist to number 55, Ace Oatway. Time of the goal was 3:20. That's Mills from Oatway at 3:20. This is just the first time the Rebels have been to Montague this season, even though it's game 3. Chaffee's shot was wide. Earlier in the season, there's into the gear of the defender. Chaffee's back for her with Sigsworth trailing. He's on Bowering. Bowering's bounced into the boards. Quinn's going to get it up high. Morrison in a race for it with Collins. Collins successful in that race, and Quinn's going to be offside. Earlier in the season, these two teams met in O'Leary. Even though it was in the western part of the islands, this was a home game considered for the Dukes. They donated their game, so to speak, to the A&E Legacy Foundation. And a big nod to them. The A&E Legacy Foundation paid it back in a sense as they contributed to a meal fund for the Eastern Dukes 2 weekends ago in Halifax during their Ice Jam run. So a big nod and thanks. We really appreciate it to the A&E Legacy Foundation, who continues to do awesome work in the memory of Alex Hutchison and Ethan Riley. Hunter is limping to the bench. So a number of injuries for the Rebels, and Hunter is in pain as he gets to the bench. We hope he'll be able to return. There's a pass intended for McDonald, and it looks like it's going to be icing as Pierce puts on the afterburners to get there. And while we're saying our welcomes and hellos, I want to say a big hello to Rebels forward number 4, Braden Painter, who may be watching or listening this evening. Braden suffered a serious injury last weekend in Moncton, and even though these teams do want to beat each other, it's still one big hockey community. And the Dukes are thinking of you, Braden, and they wish you and your family the best for a full and speedy recovery. So Hartman now is going to sit. We'll get the call in a moment. And it's going to be a hook. So already down a goal. The Dukes are going to be down a player now. Dukes penalty to number 4, Blake Hartman. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty is 5:16. That's Hartman for hooking at 5:16. And Gamble will be the leader on the power play here, which comes in 4th in the league, capitalizing on 22.5% of their opportunities. On the other side, the Dukes 4th in the league as well on the penalty kill. 86.1% success rate there. Rinko and Morrison, the PK specialists out for Trevor Peters. And Morrison's going to push that back down. Bowering and Bullpit now join Green, and Rinko is replaced by McClernand. Early in there, Harrison Hutt. Back to Chase on at the right point. He'll feed Gamble. Cross ice into the slot. Brogan through the pads of Rooney, and it's a 2-goal lead. Brogan Chase on the power play. Assist to Sigsworth and Gamble. And the Dukes find themselves in a 2-0 hole. Rebels goal scored by number 22, Brogan Chason. Assist to number 88, Brad Sigsworth, and to number 8, Max Gamble. Time of the goal is 7:24. Chason from Sigsworth and Gamble at 7:24. So not exactly how the Rebels wanted, how the Dukes wanted to start that out. And how did that stay out? So the Rebels with all sorts of offensive pressure, down a few bodies. They're only playing with 8 regular forwards, 1 AP, and 5D. And they're trying to make the best of it. There's Arsenault. And that shot from Chason right from the slot. Now that's up off the glove of Morash. Otway putting pressure on Pierce. He'll wind up. Pierce has got Rinko joining on the left side. Pierce trying to push his way through, stopped by the Rebels. Now Bullpit joins. Bullpit's been hot lately as well. Dukes need a goal as they're down 2 early. Lots of time left, of course. Now McCormick, can he get them going? Try the one-timer to Rinko, and he missed that opportunity. McCormick. Gamble will settle things down for the Rebels. Fast-paced game as you would expect from 2 top teams. Maybe icing, no icing. McCormick's there against Gamble. Going to be kept in by Green. Backhanded to Bullpit. Trivers now able to get that the length of the ice. Joe Arsenault in a race, no icing. Chaffee's down there. Arsenault will take that on his own. Moore with McFarland on him. Backhands that to neutral ice. Turned over. Trivers pushes that deep. Chaffee's going to push it out. McFarland's going to push it right back in. Golf back in by McFarland. Looking for Jack McDonald in front. It's the front. Out of harm's way now. Hartman 3-on-1. He's got Silvaggio and more. Hartman shot. A nice blocker save. Hartman had a corner to pick. And Morash got the stick and the blocker in the way. Collision between Silvaggio and Phillips, and the turnover comes to the stick of Bowering. We're just getting started, but quick pace game. We're midway through period number 1. 2-0 early Rebels. Dukes a little shell shock. Power play goal from Chason. Now here is the Rebels coming back again. They've got the pace tonight so far. Pierce with Morrison. Pierce got a good shot. Can't get it away. Pierce again kicked out to the corner by Morash. Scramble is a shot. That's up high. Hit a stick and went up and over. Battling for it behind the goal is Quinn and Gamble, a battle of the captains, and Gamble comes away. Hits Joe Arsenault. He's rubbed out by Hugh McDonald. Nice job defensively there by McDonald. Now Sigsworth's in. This is the starting line for Coach Brett Gallant of the Rebels. Arsenault, a hard worker. As his Gamble tries the wraparound. It's up loose. And Rooney's got it. Boy, that was dangerous. That puck was bouncing around. Rooney's down, and Sigsworth's down. And their Dukes can ill afford to give up one more. They're a little bit shell-shocked here early. Other games in the league today. Kings Hockey Club handled Valley Wildcats 5-0. And currently Basin against Martello Buccaneers in a rematch of the semifinal of the Ice Jam, where Martello handed the Armada a 3-2 overtime loss. Armada leading that one 1-0. And that's an important game for both these two teams, as Basin sits 36 points, one behind the Dukes and tied with the Rebels. And there's an awful lot of action close to Rooney in the net. And in Moncton, the Thunderbirds, that's in close, and Ramsey McGinnis couldn't quite get the handle. Moncton is leading St. John at the moment 3-2. Now Gallant, Jack Land, breakaway shot. Might have hit the post, not sure. But the Rebels are firing on most, if not all, cylinders. There's a shot off the glove of Rooney. Corbett's going to pound that right back in. Gallant with some quick strides to get himself free. Phillips offside it will be. Couldn't quite get there in time. Nice crowd this evening here. Minor hockey night. Good to see some youngsters in the crowd. It's a bit of a late start, admittedly, the 8 o'clock. But we've got a nice crowd on a cold Saturday night, and we're going to provide some excellent hockey action. We're glad you're with us as well on YouTube. And we may have some fans and followers of the Western Rebels joining us as well through the feed, so welcome to you folks as well. Gotta like what you have seen so far from your Rebels. That's Mills is offside, taking the backhand pass. Rooney Rooney comes into the game with a 2.8 goals against and a 907 save percentage. And Morash at the other ends in the green and yellow, 2.9, almost 3, I guess, goals against with a, we'll round it up to a 90% save percentage. Into the skates of the linesman. And that will get it back to Pierce. With a breakout pass to Rinko. Phillips. Rooney's going to push that to the corner. McCormick tries to backhand that ahead, but the Rebels there to stop it. Sigsworth likely to see a lot of ice time. And we're going to see a penalty again against the Dukes. And this is turning into a period to forget.
Number 15.
So the Rebels with their second power play opportunity of the evening. 7 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Duke's penalty to number 15, Hugh McDonald. 2 minutes for head contact. That's McDonald for head contact. Time of the penalty is 12:59. So again, already in a 2-0 hole. The Dukes are down a man, and they're going to have to kill this one off effectively. Rebels bat that back and forth. McFarland. Screen set up in front. That's Hutt in front. Rooney, glove save. He's got it. The rebound was there, but Rooney's got it. Mills, Gallant, chased on. Trivers can't quite see the other Rebels. Outway, I believe. And killing penalties for Coach Trevor Peters is Rinko, Morrison, Chaffee, and Green. So the Rebels have cashed in on their first power play advantage. We'll see what they do here. Gallant sets up, backdoor. Chason, excuse me, that is not Chason. Corbett, correction there. Leaves it to Mills. Cross ice. Shot deflected dangerously off target, but it was Corbett who was in looking for the rebound. So 30 seconds left in the penalty. Rinko trying to steal it. Great job by Rinko working against Trivers. Out comes Bullpit to replace Rinko. Mills is in tight. Outway is there. Battle along the boards. 3 Rebels, 1 Duke. Bowering is there. Great job by Bowering as the penalty to McDonald is killed. Moore will join the fray for the Dukes, who would like to get one before this period's over at least. Tip redirected. And that's another one that didn't miss by much. Chason shot at Otway. One time, Chason may have snapped the stick. He'll get it again. That's into the gear of McClernand. And the Dukes are trapped in their own zone. Great forechecking pressure by the Rebels. Now the lead pass to Bullpit out of his reach and turned over again to the Rebels. Now there's a turnover. Bullpit shot, and his attempt missed. Morrow backhand that in. That's going to be icing, I suspect. No icing. Sigsworth is there first. In front! Not sure if Rooney got that or if it missed, but that was a dangerous pass. Our statistician says Rooney got the blocker on it. The Rebels have been in tight all period long. Back to Silvaggio. Across to Hartman. Trying to get past Corbett. Green from the point. See if the Dukes can set something up. That's high. And Hartman's going to have to win that race against Arsenault. Green is back now. Finds Chaffee. Back to Green. Silvaggio back to Chaffee. We approach the 17-minute mark of play in period number 1. Rebels 2. Eastern Dukes no score. The understaffed Rebels have come out fast and furious. Outshooting the Dukes at this point, 12-6. There's a redirect as well. Tons of those tonight. They're getting those shots through, unobtruded from the point. Now back comes Hunter. Good to see him back skating hard. Stopped by Corbett. Joined in the chase is Chaffee. Back to Hunter. To Chaffee. McDonald, the one-timer. Couldn't get all the stick on that. And that's going to be high. And the length of the ice. Again, no icing. Great hustle here by Otway. That's 3 times consecutively now we've looked at a potential icing where the Rebels have been hanging a guy high. And it does work effectively in beating those icings. 2 minutes to go here in the period. There's a chance in front. Not sure if Morash saw that or got that or not. But that was a good look for the Dukes, who need something offensively. Not much clicking now for the team that is first in goals for in the league. Sigsworth's shot is high over the glove and over the net. McCormick sets up McGinnis, backhand! Morash! Oh, how did he stop it? Heroic save by Morash. The other end, Arsenault, the blocker's there. Great end-to-end action as we approach the 19-minute mark of play. Wow, Morash, don't know if he knew he had it, but he had it. Last minute of play in the first period. And that rings off the outside of the net. Knocked down on the high stick, so that will be outside. Dukes with the last change as the home team will get their personnel on. Fans, a reminder to visit our canteen, Burgers and Blue Jeans. They'll be open through the first intermission, and also pick up your 50-50 tickets in the lobby. Shot on Morash. Just 30 seconds left. Heavy hit there from Green on Sigsworth. 30 seconds. Can the Dukes pull one out here? Bullpit across to Bowring. He's going to push that in from the red line. Giving chase is Bullpit. Green keeping that in. Nice job. Corbett's going to take over in his own zone. Just 10 seconds remaining in the period. And that will be knocked down again on the high stick. So the Dukes almost had Morash solved at the other end of the ice. They've just had the 8 shots on goal. And a diving play by Morash. Somehow the puck lay there towards the empty net. And Mills with one last rush, and that's going to do it. Shots on goal in the period for the Rebels, 13, and for the Dukes, 8. And the Dukes find themselves in a big hole and unable to generate an awful lot of offense compared to the Rebels, at least at this point. So they will regroup in the dressing room. find their wheels and come out charging, no doubt. We will step aside for the intermission. We hope you'll rejoin us here for period number 2 on Eastern Dukes Hockey.
They're out.
Marty, do you want anything at the canteen? You want something at the canteen? You're hungry? Come on. You want something? Tommy will let you out. Can you let this little one out, Tommy? There, come on, darling. She wants I know, it's okay. Come on. You want anything? You want anything? Coffee, tea, anything? You want anything? You want anything?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back, your Eastern Dukes! And welcome back to you who are joining us on Eastern Dukes Hockey on YouTube. The light show has shown up here as well. So we've got Phil Bullpit joining us. Part of the game day experience here in Montague. Got some fantastic music. Sean Rooney spinning the tunes, keeping the toes a-tapping. But all in all, the Dukes have had a rough start. Outworked, outshot, and the first 5 or 10 minutes here may tell the story, as the Eastern Dukes are going to need to grab one early. Shot right off the face-off to Morash, and he'll control that. Dukes need to get skating a little faster and control the zone. That's lofted high. Going to be icing. It is. Good job by Pierce to get back there. Bit of a miscommunication perhaps on the Rebels' part. Morrison, Bullpit right off the bat, and that'll ring all the way around. There will be no icing off the stick of the Duke Bullpit as he missed. Pierce to McDonald, not out, kept in by Trivers. Push back out to center, the turnover there is Trivers banging that back in. McDonald to Pierce, back to McDonald, no, it gets caught up in the netting. Chase on, able to keep that in. That's along the ice. Rooney's got it stopped. That's, I'm going to say, the 4th redirection along the ice from a D shot this evening. There's Rinko. Morrison hollering for the puck. He's in on it coming down the right wing. Morrison charging hard, trying to get that puck centered. Bullpit behind the net. Can he find McLernon? Hits the back of the net, it sounded like, and Green will push in. Turned over to Corbett. And that's going to be Joe Arsenault winning the icing race. That's at least the 3rd time that's happened. So the Rebels are in 5th gear on those icing wins. And that's onside gamble. Fanned on the shot. Rooney with the block on the side of the goal. Shot along the ice. It's tipped. Rooney with a save. And that's a good one from him. Shots in the first period were 13-8 in favor of the Rebels. Of course, it's a 2-0 Western lead at the moment. These two teams will face off in about 18 hours at noon tomorrow. We'll say 17 hours in Tyne Valley. That will be game 4 of the 8-game season series. Currently tied at 1. Now Arsenault's got McGinnis. Hunter's there as well. Game 1 in the series was handled by the Dukes 6-1 in O'Leary in late October, early November perhaps. And the return trip to Tyne Valley was a 3-2 overtime loss by the Dukes, or a 3-2 overtime win by the Rebels, whichever side you're on. And they'll go at game 4 again tomorrow. In front, there it is. Big save by Morash. The best of the night and the best chance for Hunter. Elevates that over the pad, and it's 2-1. Morash was ready for that one. His best of the night. Perhaps there was one dramatic one late in the first period. Now Owe's wide open in front. Corbett shot, or Trivers perhaps. Excuse me, Trivers indeed. Rebels have had traffic in front of Rooney all night. Now the pass is in the gear of Mills. The breakouts haven't been super effective for the Dukes just yet. Trivers leaves it for Corbett. Otway. And his shot was steered off the stick of Rooney. And that's in tight again. Rebels have been buzzing. That's off the glove of Rooney again. So the Rebels are buzzing heavily. They picked up where they left off. So more Hartman, and that's blockered into the corner. And Silvaggio. That's a shot. Good kick save. Rooney, another one. And he's heating up in the Duke's goal. Puck is lofted over the ice, over the boards. Fans, please get out your 50-50 tickets. We'll have the winning number announced shortly. The holder of the winning 50-50 ticket will take home $220. And that number is 0720622. 0720622. If you're the owner of that ticket, please see Diana in the lobby, and we thank you for your support. Dukes can't clear it. Gamble sets up Sigsworth. Fans on it. Dukes cannot get this. Arsenault backhands, and Moore will take over. He'll stop behind his own goal. Lots of forechecking pressure by the green and yellow. Hartman was almost sprung free. Green finally gets it out, and Arsenault is going to chip that back in. McDonald is back first for the Dukes. McFarland will push the Eastern Dukes back in. Rooney clears that up. Silvaggio couldn't beat McFarland there. Now Moore trying to get through the traffic. Hartman. Now Moore is going to look cross ice. Silvaggio can't get the backhand pass. It's going to land on Morash, who's going to scoop it away. I had shades of Marc-Andre Fleury there in my head as that slowly made its way to Morash, but he handled it. Back comes the speedy Jack Gallant. Down the right side, pushed that way by Bowering. Shot from McFarland missed. And too many for the Rebels. This will be the first power play opportunity for the Eastern Dukes. Rebels penalty for too many players on the ice will be served by number 44, Jack Gallant. Rebels penalty, too many players on the ice, served by number 44, Jack Gallant. Time of the penalty is 5:40. And here's the opportunity the Dukes could use. We played 6 minutes. That's lofted in front. Nice save! Oh, another one! A miracle! Morash has got a horseshoe somewhere. Wow! Those have been miraculous saves. Good looks by Morash. And again, I don't mean to discredit at all. A diving stick save there. A wonderful effort. Empty net. I don't know how he did it. Gamble coming in shorthanded, and that's up off the stick of Chaffee and high. If the Dukes aren't going to score on an opportunity like that, when will they? Wow. Great work by number 35. Acrobatic down in the Rebels' goal. .71 seconds left in the power play to the Dukes. They come in number 1 in the league scoring 29.5% of the time. So they generally know what they're doing. Pierce now is wide, sees Hunter. A mess of Rebels. Moore with the shot. Post! Oh my goodness. And it's kind of going that way. Good looks here on the power play by Eastern. That should get them going. They've done everything but score. They've hit the paddle. They've hit the side of the net. They've hit the post. Everything but cross the goal line. Sometimes that goal line 4 feet wide looks about 2 inches wide, and that slips past Moore. Pierce back for it. Just 20 seconds remaining as the Rebels try to make changes. Moore, and that's picked up by Phillips on the penalty kill. And it looks like the Rebels are going to take this first penalty kill successfully. Good job by Western to take the penalty down. Moore can't reach it. Here's Sigsworth now. Otway trails. Sigsworth in the corner. Tries to center it. Nice job by Moore to get all the way back. We're back to even strength now. And we've got a scrum going on between Moore and Hutt in front of Rooney. Not sure what's going to happen there. Will they both go? Hutt for sure. And I believe Moore as well. So Moore is going to get the worst of that one. So with just over 8 minutes played, a skirmish ensues, and the result is the Eastern Dukes being down a man for 2 minutes. Penalties to the Western Rebels, number 27, Harrison Hutt, 2 minutes for roughing. And to the Eastern Dukes, number 12, Liam Moore, 4 minutes for head contact. That's Hutt for roughing, and Moore 4 minutes for head contact at 8:02. So the Rebels now with their third man advantage of the evening. They've scored on one. There's the shot. It's into the gear of Rooney. And a goal by Sigsworth. The rebound was there, and I believe it was Sigsworth who made it count. So nothing going the way of the Dukes here this evening. Rebels goal scored by number 88, Brad Sigsworth. Assist to number 79, Evan McFarland. Time in the goal is 8:50. That's Sigsworth from McFarland at 8:50.
I'm not sure.
Does Liam have to stay in for a full 4 minutes? Or how does that work?
Sure. Another chance by Morash, saved by Morash, in. Good chance for the Dukes. As, again, McCormick can't release that. Rebels penalty to number 92, London Corbett. 2 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty is 9:06. Corbett for head contact at 9:06. So a rash of activity here, both in the penalty department and the goal department. Unfortunately, it's not going the way of the Dukes at the moment. Chason rattled that off the boards, and it took a strange bounce into Rooney, who had to be a little bit careful. Pierce circling around. The man advantage now. Pierce is deflected, and Morash with a glove. Now Hunter sees Quinn. He's going to rim that around. Can Bullpit be the first there? Collins is going to chase. Pierce, there's a mess in front of Morash. Hunter, now back to even strength as Corbett joins. Didn't get through, blocked by Corbett, I believe. Morash with the kick save again. Mills and Green have a big collision. Now here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Rinko, Bullpit, Rinko shot, and Morash with the glove save. He's playing well tonight.
Can he go out now? It's in 4 minutes. But
so the face-off, offensive zone face-off for the Dukes. Looking for anything to help. They're down 3. Big bang by McClernand along the wall. And that's going to be an icing against the Rebels. Moore now back out. And we're back to even strength. All players are out of the penalty box. Rebels with 12 shots in the period to date to the Dukes 9. The Rebels have just been collapsing on Dukes players in their own zone. Have not had super good looks, a couple, and when they have had good looks, the Dukes have been robbed by Morash. We haven't seen a lot of Morash, of course, this year, but I've got to think this is the game of his season to date. Hard shot there from Chason, but that doesn't make it. And the stick lift by Gamble off of Hartman, and the Rebels are right back in. Offside there. When it's going bad, it's going bad. But of course, the Rebels are forcing a lot of that bad. Strong forechecking, fast skating, and they're doing a lot of what it takes to win. There's a shot, and the rebound. is cleared away effectively. Playing tenacious defense. Morash with another glove save. The Eastern Dukes would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity: Harborside Engineering Group, Island Coastal Services, Fair Isle Ford, Chucky Sports Excellence, CCM, Cardigan Excavators, Dr. John Gillis Memorial Lodge, and Sports Center Physiotherapy. Work behind the scenes. Finds the puck, it's through, and that was blocked by Corbett. Shot from Green, he's got it again at the point. Can it get through? Another block. That one by Mills. Or pardon me, yes, Mills. And it's through, Mills has got it. Now Hutt, he'll take a bump from McGinnis, and out comes Aiden Green. Only 6 minutes to go in period number 2. The Rebels are in control, 3-0. Now McGinnis tried to get that in front. Quinn bumped off the puck by Collins. Chance through. It's through finally. They solve Morash. A side of the goal work by Quinn and McGinnis. And finally, the Eastern Dukes can get themselves going. Eastern Dukes goal, his 6th of the season, scored by number 19, Beckett Quinn. Assists to number 8, Colin McCormick. Time of the goal is 9:06. Pardon me, 14:17. That's Quinn from McCormick at 14:17. As the Dukes are wanting more now, they've got a taste, and they want more. Can they make it a 1-goal game before the period expires? 5 minutes to go. Now that's picked up by Trivers. He sidesteps in front. Oh, that was a nice play by Trivers. So the captain gets them going with a helper from McCormick. And back comes Morrison. The Cardigan native playing close to his home. Joined by Bullpit, who again lives just down the road. The Kings County boys on the line. Morrison, the shot's on by Morash, and now the shots are coming his way. Out shooting the Dukes. The Rebels are the Dukes, 13-12 now in this period. Some late life. Kept in. Big play there by McDonald. And back is Green. Rinko will turn, push that to Bullpit. Hard shot. Blockered into the corner by Morash. McDonald again. Chipped ahead. Morrison, can he find Rinko? He's there! And bodies are colliding. The Dukes would be wise to stay out of it to see if they can get the man advantage. We've got a referee's arm up already. We'll see what the damage is. I expect the Rebels will go. If the Dukes have retaliated, we will see. But with 3:41 to go in the period, Chason will go for sure for the Rebels. And we'll see if there is a partner for him. Referees are working on that. Ash was flat on his back. Others were as well. Rinko was in front trying to bang that home, the feed from Morrison. We'll see the discussion has ended. And we are going to have a dance partner for Chiasson as well, Rinko. And Rinko will have goaltender interference. So, in the end, the Dukes end up with the power play. Penalties to Rebels number 22, Brogan Chiasson, 4 minutes for head contact, and to the Dukes number 5, Logan Rinko, 2 minutes for interference with the goaltender. That's Chiasson, 4 minutes head contact, and Rinko, interference with the goaltender. Time of the penalties is 16:19. So a minute in the power play. McCormick slips through. Corbett is back. Ramsey McGinnis. He'll push it into McCormick. Peters has got the high-skilled guys out there offensively. There's McGinnis. Cross ice! And it went off a skate of Corbett. The net was empty. Beautiful feed set up by McCormick to McGinnis. Perhaps the other way around, but that was a guaranteed goal. And off the skate of Corbett. So good defense again in their own zone by the Rebels D. There's Silvaggio. Oh, picked up. Again, good defense, team defense by the Rebels in their own zone. Down to approximately 2 minutes to go in the second period. Hartman's got a step. Hartman still with the puck. Was it off the paddle? And back the other way, sidestepping all the way in. Rudy, breakaway save, shorthanded. And that one had to be. We needed that one.
141, but you have to wait for whistle.
So we sit at 3-1, just a minute and 58 seconds to go, and the face-off will be in Duke's territory. Jack McDonald serving. Now that's turned over by Otway. Turned over to Otway, I should say. And back come the Rebels. Morrison giving chase to speed. And that missed the net. Fortunate for the Dukes. And there'll be an interference there on the other end on the goalie. And Sigsworth will get more.
88.
So a second consecutive goaltender interference penalty in the game, plus the 10-minute misconduct. On Brad Sigsworth. So the 2-minute penalty goes on the clock. Rebels penalty to number 88, Brad Sigsworth, 2 minutes for interference with the goaltender. As well, a 10-minute misconduct. Goaltender interference and a 10-minute misconduct. Time of the penalties, 18:50. The last minute of play in the second period. Now Arsenault has got that out for his Rebels. Just 35 seconds to go. Would the Dukes ever love one here? Arsenault can't get it cleared. He does now onto the stick of Gamble. We'll go one-on-one with Moore effectively. And now Hartman. Quinn's got to get off to be onside. He's okay. Arsenault comes in. Just 15 seconds left. Arsenault trying to control the puck behind the goal. It comes back to Moore. 8 seconds left on the clock. Moore's got to do something with it. He'll wrap it around, shoot on Morash. And the Rebels will clear that. It's going to end 3-1 after the second period.
You got 19 seconds. And then, but they had to wait for whistle.
Shots on goal in the second period. 13 for the Rebels. 15 for the Dukes, for a two-period total of 26 for the Rebels and 23 for the Dukes. So that was a spirited period of play. Dukes inched their way back from 3-0 to 3-1. They've had golden opportunities. Sam Morash the difference this evening as he made some open net saves. And we'll be back for period number 3. I'm sure you will be as well. Welcome back to Montague. We've got a 3-1 Rebels lead as we approach the start of period number 3. Game number 3 in the 8-game season series between these provincial rivals. And the Dukes got a little bit closer, both in result and effort. We get ready to kick it off here again. Currently, the Rebels are a man down Sigsworth with a late goaltender interference penalty, as well as assessed a 10-minute misconduct, so he will be gone for a good portion of period number 3. And hopefully your Eastern Dukes can take advantage of that. Moore with the wraparound. And that's skillfully put down back by the Rebels. Just 35 seconds remaining on the penalty, the 2-minute variety. Pierce, that's in off the official. McCormick will recollect it, however. And the Rebels, again, make quick work at getting that puck down the 200 feet. McGinnis, Pierce, Moore, McCormick, and Arsenault start the third period. Into the feet of the Rebels Oatway, and that will do it for the man advantage. Up, McCormick can't get it. Moore can't get it. Oatway slings that around, and Chaffee will be there. It's turned over in front of the net. And Rooney's going to pounce on that.
Start there.
Rooney right on the rebound. He gloves that out of the air. And Rooney's going to have to pitch a shutout the rest of the way, it would appear. Had a dandy second period, and Morash is as lights out. Getting lots of good help as well from his defenders back to the Rebels' point. Redirected. It's low. And the Dukes just can't seem to effectively gain control in their own zone. The Rebels are really pushing the envelope. And there it goes again. Green now will skate it out. He gets that past the blue line into the skates of Joe Arsenault. And Rooney's going to scoop that up. 4 quick shots already for Western. And the Dukes haven't really been too much in the way of Morash's face in the first minute and 51 seconds here. Mills and McCormick. Dukes need 2 to tie. Still tons of time to go. McLaren off his shin pads. He'll be first to it. Pierce. You can't get that through, and that's turned over to Oatway. Oatway's joined by Mills and Collins and Hutz. The shot collected by Rooney, and again, some post-whistle discussions and a little bit more. And there may be penal time for this one. Unfortunately, it looks like McLaren will go for the Dukes. And that may be it. And a head contact to the 4-minute variety. And that is the last thing the Eastern Dukes needed right now. Dukes penalty to number 2, Caden McLernon. 4 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty is 2:15. McLernon for head contact at 2:15. So the Dukes are in a goal deficit. And they are now in a player deficit for 3 minutes and 37 seconds. They hope it goes the full distance, the penalty that way. Morrison looking for the face-off down as it went off out of play off the Rebels player. So smart move on Morrison's part there. And that's going to be all the way down, in fact. And maybe that was an offside, not out of play. So we'll call that, we used to call that intentional offside, but any advantage the Dukes can get right now, they're going to take it. Back is Evan McFarland. He goes wide on Chaffee. Cross ice. Intercepted. Morrison gets that the length of the ice. Good job by the Dukes. Penalty kill early. We approach the 3-minute mark of play here in period number 3. Rebels 3, Dukes 1. Now chase on. He'll go wide. McDonald forces him into the corner. And Rinko is going to get a stick on that. Rinko will get back against Gamble. Rinko leaving it for Morrison. They can't decide who's going to take it. And Gamble will step in and say, I'll get it, fellas. Officials say okay on the offside. McFarland back, kept in by Chason at the blue line. Out now, forced by Bullpit. And the Rebels will be pushed back at least to neutral territory. Bullpit working on, not sure how that was, onside. They say it was. Gamble sees McFarland, a right point. Cross ice, Gamble in the slot, shot! Rooney got a glove on that. Mercifully for the Dukes. And the Dukes will make wholesale changes. Bowering Green, Moore, and Bullpit. Sorry, 3 of 4 change. Bullpit still out there. He's got Chason working him. And picked up by Bowering at the red line. Nice job by Bowering to cut that off. Halfway through the penalty to McLernon. And Moore will skate out. He sees trouble coming and he releases it. Sends that down and Morash will soften the puck and picked up. Oh, here's a shot. Turnover, Moore, and he'd love to have that one back. He shot that a little bit wide. He found himself on the doorstep. And could the Dukes have used that? Bowering going to get it not out. Gamble there. Gallant in. Pretty good penalty kill really so far for the Dukes, considering the heavy forecheck presence. Chipped ahead by Green. It's in front. And Morrison without the stick. Broken on him. And out goes Moore to replace him. No, Morrison's going to take the stick. No, Moore's going to go. 50 seconds on the power play for the Rebels. Pierce trying to regain possession into the stick of Moore. He'll put that on Morash for the Dukes' first shot of the period. To the Rebels 6. And Morrison delivers a big hit on Gamble. And again, that may do it. Good job by the Dukes, and they needed that one. 13:50. And McLernon is back on. McFarland chips that in. McDonald. And time and again, the Rebels have won the race to the puck this evening. There's a shot that's lifted high by Harrison Hunt. Into the gear of Quinn, and it's out. That could be icing. Pierce trying to win that race. He does so. Good hustle by Carson Pierce. And we'll go back the other way. Face-off will be to Morash's left. Excuse me, my left, his right. And one and cleared by Western. That's Otway, having himself a good game. He'll scoop it up and wrap it around. McDonald open! Not sure what that caught, if anything, but that was a beautiful setup by Otway to the hard-charging Jack McDonald, the AP. And he had a chance to extend the lead, and it sure didn't miss by much. Not out, chase on. Two Rebels collide. No icing. Intercepted by Moore. He'll push it back in. Dukes need 2 to tie. Bang Dynam Hartman takes out Mills. Now Silvaggio works his way out. The high-flying offense of the Eastern Dukes has been held more or less in check by good team defense and Sam Morash having himself a game. Stick check by McDonald keeps Gamble from a in-close shot. Arsenault bangs it around to Gamble. In front, and it was Gallant who was tied up on the play and couldn't get a shot away. Hunter takes a shot up high. And we are going to see a penalty as there was a slash by the Rebels. Gallant somewhat out of frustration. Rebels penalty to number 44, Jack Gallant. 2 minutes for slashing. Gallant for slashing at 8:47. So power play opportunity for the Dukes. And they had Morash at the net again. Couldn't capitalize at the other end, and it's back. Will it be one of the high-flying offensive producers like Moore or McCormick or McGinnis? Or will it be an unsung hero? Dukes are going to need some magic. A nice save by Morash again. Rooney up to McGinnis. Trying to catch the Dukes on a change. Halfway through the minor to Gallant, and we approach the halfway mark of period number 3 as well. Seven to 2 are the shots in favor of the Rebels in period number 3. Kicked ahead, and a hustle effort there by Otway. Now Hunter. He'll be pushed through the blue line. Chase on, first in. Chaffee will collect it and see if they can set up their power play. There's Hunter from Chaffee. Hunter down low. Back to Chaffee. That's blocked by Otway, having himself a good third period. Chaffee chips that ahead. Otway again. He'll get it through the skates of Chaffee with just 20 seconds left to go. On the power play, that is. 9:20 to go here in the period. Silvaggio hits the blue line. Dukes need one and then another one. Up high. Morash watches that sail into the corner. Still in power play formation. Salvaggio's shot was blocked by McFarland. It comes to the front of the net. And Salvaggio is down and banged up. Sorry, not Salvaggio. Trying to get a number. Maybe Quinn, it looks like, and he is in some discomfort. Getting to his feet gingerly, favoring the right leg. Sigsworth's back in play after the 10-minute misconduct late in period number 2. So all available. Again, Quinn is gingerly to the ice. But other than that, all available players are back. Now, speaking of Sigsworth, he's charging hard down the left right wing. Intercepted by McDonald. He takes a heavy hit, and that's going to be trouble. And the retaliation there is not going to help. Heavy hit on, it looked like maybe Gamble, and I believe there'll be retaliation too. So the Rebels trying to help out, and the Dukes need to be able to walk away. So Gamble 2 for boarding. And McDonald will balance it out with 2 for cross-checking. Penalties to the Rebels, number 8, Max Gamble, 2 minutes for boarding. And to the Dukes, number 15, Hugh McDonald's 2 minutes for cross-checking. Gamble for boarding, McDonald for cross-checking. The penalties occurred at 11:18. So we're 5-on-5. And Morash is going to grab that out of the air. Time is not on the Duke side right at the moment. Quinn taking a little skate to test out the right leg. Now McFarland starts out. He's got Collins with him. And Sigsworth. Now McGinnis. The race is won by Gallant. Salvaggio scoops that up. With Moore and McGinnis. Puck lands behind Morash and the Rebels go through. No, stopped by Morash. That was a good look by, I believe, Moore. Now that's going to be off the stick of McFarland and high out of play. Again, next action for the Dukes will be tomorrow against these same Rebels. That'll be approximately noon in Tyne Valley. If you're able to join us here on YouTube or in person, that would be awesome. And we'll expect another dandy game tomorrow from these two highly competitive teams battling for first place in the league. The winner of this game, of course, we'll wait to see the result of the Armada game. That one's blockered up high. Rooney can't see it. It's just up high.
Next whistle.
And Rooney will stop that one as well. Speaking of which, we'll check in 4-2 at the moment. Armada over Martello Buccaneers. If Armada hangs on to win, that will have 38 points. If the Rebels hold on to win here, they will have 38 points, and the Dukes will have 37. Now, Rinko took an unusually awkward hit, and he's onto the bench. Kind of up high and awkward did Rinko go to the bench. Some heavy, heavy battles in this game. As I said, nobody wants to give an inch. First place on the line. So the Rebels looking to leapfrog. There's a shot attempt by Sigsworth, set up nicely by Arsenault. Rebels looking to leapfrog the Dukes in first place, and the Dukes leapfrogged the Rebels last weekend. Looking for some payback. Now that is out off the stick of Collins. Campbell sees Trivers. Trivers in with Jack McDonald. Rooney, another glove save. The Eastern Dukes would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity: Blue Electric, Coach's Restaurant and Sports Bar, Hanson Electric, Atlanta Aqua Farms, L-Link, Propel 16, Prince Edward Aqua Farms, Cummings Electric, Down East Auto Parts, McDonald's, Pownell Ringside Sports, Real Atlantic Superstore, Out Island Artisan Market, and Dyra Holdings Incorporated. So the clock becomes the enemy now. Good to see Quinn back out there. We approach 15 minutes of play. Green in, it's up, where is it? It was loose for the moment. Morash didn't see the rebound. Inside 5 to go. And the puck is out of play to get the whistle. .55 to be exact remains. McLernon. And McDonald pinched. And Jet Mills down the left side. That's high off Rooney. That was a good release by Mills. High on Rooney. It's tipped in front, and Rooney again has got that one. Again, he has to pitch a shutout the rest of the way if the Dukes have any hope. Here's the stat from the year. Every Dukes loss, and there haven't been a lot of them, fortunately. Any Dukes loss, I should say, has been by a 1-goal margin. So they have been in close against every game, and they are close here, of course. And a spectacular goaltending of Morash, especially through period number 2, has kept the Dukes down to just the 1 goal. And that was a side of the net chance. That was by Hutt. McCormick, he's bumped off the puck. Dukes need shots on goal. Salvaggio waits in front, doesn't come to him. Now Otway, he'll push that into the opposite corner. Big Brogan Chason's in there from his defensive position. He'll wrap it back to Otway, trying to find Corbett. Corbett's in front. A nice stick poke check by Salvaggio saved that attempt. We're down to 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Getting to be desperate time for the Dukes. Rooney the save. sweeps that away after another save is Rooney. One more. I believe off the goalie and the post. And Corbett is back for it to turn. He's going to shoot one right in as the Rebels make changes. Now Bowering in front of his own net, chased by McDonald. Jack McDonald applying a lot of pressure. And the Dukes try to push that out high, but Corbett's there to push it back in. Side of the net cleared by Bowering. And the Dukes just can't get going in their own zone. Now Bowering Rinko sees more. McGinnis is charging. And they couldn't connect. Now Moore, back to Bowering. Dukes need shots. Anything. There's a redirection from Chaffee's stick. And it sails harmlessly to the left of, that's right on Morash. Chaffee keeps it in. Again to Bowering. And Morash sees that all the way with the glove. So 2:12 on the clock in regulation. Dukes need 2 to push it further. He's going to push it right back in the corner from where it came. Looks like Chason's going to win the race there. Pushed in by Hunter to Hartman. And looks like Gamba will take possession. Over to Sigsworth. He's bumped by Bowering. Chaffee back. We're inside 2 minutes now. Dukes are in danger of losing their first place lead. Slim though it may be. Taken out there is Bowering. And back the length of the ice. No icing. Arsenault hustling against Bowering. Forechecking from the Rebels has been impressive this evening. No other way to say it. No icing, and Pierce will be back. Last minute of play in the third period. And you hear the announcement of the last minute. The Dukes need something special to happen. Hartman will push that in. He'll be bumped out by McFarland. In there again is McClernand. McClernand takes out his man. 30 seconds to go. And unless something spectacular happens, it looks like the Rebels are going to take the lead in the season series and jump back into first place, or perhaps a tie for first place with the Armada, depending on how that game goes. There's a tie-up with just 10 seconds to go. The referees are going to let them sort it out. And the Western Rebels skate into Montague, and they'll skate out of Montague with a 3-1 victory and regain first place. Shots on goal in the final period for the Rebels, 14, and for the Dukes, 9. "40 shots in total for the Rebels and 32 for the Dukes. And the Rebels had some strong forechecking, particularly in that first period. Dukes couldn't just get it going. They had some life in period number 2. Shots on goal in the third period for the Western Rebels, 14 for a 3-period total of 40. For the Eastern Dukes, 9 for a 3-period total of 32. Final score, Western Rebels 3, Eastern Dukes 1. Tomorrow in Tyne Valley, these two teams will meet again at 12 noon. If you're unable to be there, please join us on YouTube. Thank you for attending on Minor Hockey Nights. Have yourselves a wonderful Saturday evening.